Okay, here we are, 2016 with Shirley, and I've already looked through all that.
Okay, there wasn't anything.
No, nothing
I got
really.
a lot of notes in here.
Well, that part you always do for some reason you use that part for keeping up with your money and 401k numbers are in there, and then you got correct appointments and stuff. But then you go over here and you do your writing.
Okay.
So can you read that? Is it dark? Too dark?
No, I can read it. Are we starting?
Yeah, we're going.
Okay. Okay, this is January. On the 2nd of January, Matt, Allison, Lucy, Izzy, Andrea, and Mom at house.
Yeah, here.
Okay. Late lunch, Gerst house.
Gerst house, I remember that.
Mom to Opry Hotel.
Okay.
Picking her up later.
Yeah, so they must have went to the Opera Inn Hotel and we didn't go or something, I don't know. But I do remember being with them at the Gerst house.
Okay, Sunday at house again. Nice visit. Kids loved the bed. I remember we got a picture.
We got a video of them
jumping
on the bed with the babies in it.
Okay.
Stuff. But this is 2016, January 1st and 2nd. Dana came down. We all went to the Gerst house with his family, and your mom was here.
Mm-hmm.
And the Gerst house, by the way, is closed now. This is 2021, January, and it's been closed for a couple of years. It was a good old place to go.
Miss it.
German food. Yeah.
Okay. I've got Andrea and Michael spending the night. Mother paid for room and $1,000 for the trip. Hit her up, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
No, that's it.
That's it for that?
Going that way.
Okay.
Yeah, and you didn't. There's several weeks where you didn't write much. But what do you got?
Yeah, because I got stuff over here on this.
No, I've already looked at that.
Okay. All right. January the 7th. Letter. I don't know. License branch.
Mm-hmm.
Letter from doctor. I don't know what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
Lunch at Panera.
Yeah, therapist for Brad.
Therapist for Brad.
I think this is when he got back, maybe. No, he was, because in a couple months your mom passed us and he was gone. I don't know what that means.
Is this right?
Yes, honey, it is right. I've already checked it.
All right. Kind of looks odd. Okay,
We just did that. There's nothing in that week.
Not very wordy, am I?
No.
Is this?
It's right, honey. It is correct.
Okay. It's an odd looking calendar. Not much else in January.
There you got some stuff. What's that say?
Okay, in February, bedroom desk.
First, something done.
I don't know what that means. I paid bills, and on Sunday I was working 8 hours.
Nope.
Gosh, what's in here?
That's it.
On February the 17th, we went to the Tin Angel with Linda and
Steve, I guess.
Steve Williams.
Yeah. I do remember that. I remember they got an Uber and we all met at the Tin Angel. It was obviously dark in the evening. It was, I'd never been there before. You'd been there before, I think, Tin Angel. Do you remember it? Oh.
Yeah, it was right there on Broadway.
Yeah, or West End.
West End, yeah, it was out there. It's closed.
And it might be closed, I don't know.
Looks like Brad was
there you go. All right.
Not doing well. Let's see. Okay, here we go. In February, we went to Destin with John, Mom, and Baby.
Oh, what's the date? This is.
Well, it looks like it's February 29th.
My golly, I remember we went late winter, early spring one time, and it was cool most of the time. But golly, I don't remember it being that early. I thought it was like March 20th or something. Go ahead.
Staying on Frangestine. It's the name of a beach down there. Reminds us of the Italian villa Lots of steps, but I liked it.
I remember we had to go up high, a lot of steps up, straight up and stuff. Yeah.
Sleeping lots, cool but sunny. We ate fish at AJ's.
I remember meeting John Mitchell there and got a picture of that. It was cool, but yeah.
Mom liked gelato. We had Italian dinner. It was too rich for Mom. Okay, I went shopping with Mom. Okay, good time shopping with Mom. Picking out things at Home Goods. We got matching purses at Vera Bradley. Good vacation.
You still have those, I bet. Yeah.
Good vacation. We returned on Sunday the 6th. Good vacation. Loved the condo.
So this was early March, and she passes away in April. My golly. Okay.
Okay. You went to see Jim on March 20th.
Okay.
Mom and I checking out trees blooming in the neighborhood. Decorating the dining room table for spring.
I remember you did that.
Her pink tablecloth and my floral scarf. I still have both of those. Candles, pink and yellow. What were we doing?
IBS stuff.
Mom was having IBS problems. Felt weak at some point. Got her Pedialyte. She had diarrhea.
I wonder if her IBS stuff clogged her up and caused that stroke or something.
Oh, here it is. Here, I got the stroke. Okay, she had a stroke on the 4th.
Of April 2016.
John went to the Y. Mother was cutting up cauliflower. Okay, 5 p.m. I got a call from John. He returned from the Y. Mother unresponsive on the floor by the bed. Stroke, and she went to Skyline. She is ER. She was nonverbal. They said she'd have a long road back. DNR status. Mom lifting her. She was following command and lifting appropriately. Andrea was staying at nights. And at some point around here, me telling Dana Andrea could not have the car. She's already plotting. I was upset. Sarah coming in, car returned to the garage, and they all went back to Indy. She had Mother was having some appropriate speech patterns. Okay. Checked in at work. I was probably taking time off. Dana given okay to return on Saturday. She had a CAT scan. We went to dinner at the Chop House. They did put a drain in to relieve her it was water on the brain, hydrocephalus. Okay, on the 16th, I was out for 4 days there. Dana came back and I got a break. She continued to decline in her neurostatus. Her eyes were sluggish. Brad continues in limbo. Something about checking it in a psych hospital. I don't know.
He was out in San Diego at this point, I think.
Total of Jason and Tammy's issues. Goodness. I returned to work. Dana and I discussion to start cutting back in treatment. Mom's SaO2 was okay, but not her neurostatus was down, even with her drain. The evening drama with Dana, going through mom's stuff and money. That kind of irritated me. Then he went home. I guess I didn't like that. She was in the ICU 16 days. Mom mostly sleeping, not responding. conversation. Then she went to med surg and then to hospice, and that was over at the old Tennessee Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Mom to med surg. Talked with Kathy Ross. What a dear friend. I just talked with her today. She's still a dear friend. Mike in for flea market. Okay, this is when we, on the 21st of April, we transferred her to hospice at Tennessee Christian, and I went in for the night. Brad.
I remember you going in there, and I'd go and get her some food and stuff.
Brad kicked out of rehab.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Talking with Carolyn, talking with Linda Hinky, that was Mother's friend that lived next door. Dana and me home for afternoon. It was a great break. Okay, now we're on the 25th of April, me spending the night sleeping with Mom.
You slept in the bed with her?
Yeah. Working 9:30 till 2. Dana says 2 days, and he wants to leave in the morning. Okay, he left on Wednesday the 27th. And me late in hospital, talking with Brad's psych doctor. Okay, on the 28th, great night's sleep with Mom. Whispering to Mom in ear, I was going home to rest. And then she started the death gasping mode. So, I don't know.
28th of April?
28th, yeah. Tammy keeping lawnmower. Bitch. Jason staying in house. Good talk with Dana.
Where's Jason at? He's staying at Brad's house at this point, or maybe 2016?
Okay.
I don't know.
Mother died. She died at 8:30 a.m. on the 30th of, I guess that's April.
April 30th. So she was in the hospital 26 days then.
Yeah, but she went to there and then Tennessee Christian.
In other words, I think she had her stroke on the 4th of April, I think. Yeah.
Okay, and then we made the arrangements for cremation. So she died on the 26th of...
Or 30th of April is when she died.
Okay, so and she had the stroke...
Check it out, I think the 4th.
Okay, the 4th.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's the way to go if you're going to go, I guess. It can't be immediate. Okay.
She didn't know about it. I mean, she was out of it, most of it, so.
Okay.
Didn't seem to be in pain.
God, I was starting to get my head together by the 4th of May. Talked to Janet, and I was off on bereavement. Okay. Jason moving into Brad's at some point here.
Okay, so Jason's getting ready to move into Brad's in May of 2016.
He's breaking up with Tammy here. Doing better, getting my head together after that in May. I went to TPAC, saw Bridges of Madison County, talking with Dana regarding financials. I was more with it this week. This was in May. Okay, let me go for a while here. Okay, finally finishing my flowers the first week in June.
Been late that year. For the house flowers, deck flowers. Yeah, pergola.
Yvette Chuck's big shot at NASA with space station. Boat ride postponed.
So, something about Yvette. Her boyfriend's NASA guy, Chuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're nice people.
Go ahead.
Brad acting out in San Diego, kicked out of sober living.
So he's still in San Diego on what's the date?
This was in June, first part of June.
Okay.
Then he went to Palm Springs.
Back to Palm Springs? He was there to begin with. Go ahead. I guess he was we're talking San Diego, then Palm Springs. Go ahead.
Okay. I had an appointment with Jessica, my head shrink. Probably needed it by that
Is that
point.
the one right up the street here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
that-
it's on
so
her
we went to
farm.
her for at least a year, I guess, off and on. Okay.
Brad to Back Bear in Georgia.
Oh, this is so. I don't know about the Palm Springs part, but I remember when he went to Back Bear in Georgia. That was, we just had to send him someplace.
And I went to TPAC on the 12th
Of June.
of June.
So he's in Georgia in June of 2016. Okay. He'll be coming home in a month or two, I think. Go ahead.
Working in attic. Everything off the floor in mother's room. Called to Dana to submit insurance. No pick to make mother's memorial cards. Dana, are we going to do that when asked about family reunion?
Do what?
I don't know.
Probably something about your mother and burial and stuff like that, which we haven't done yet, which we're kind of planning on doing this coming summer. Okay, 2021, 5 years later.
Hey, this is a hell of a year. Brad was kicked out or left, taking bus home.
All right, so Brad's taking a bus home from Georgia. Okay, go ahead. I remember that. Yeah. And this is, what's the date?
This is June 27th.
Okay.
Oof, this is an awful year.
Yeah.
Refused to sign title turning house over to me.
Okay, what date was that?
This is the 30th.
30th of June. We got him to come home, and we've been badgering him about this house thing. We made all the payments on it, and when he got home, he had made plans not to turn the title over to us. He did it later, but go ahead.
Apparently, I was trying to find some of Mother's pictures. Andrea says she doesn't have them. It's okay, Dana, but I know she does.
Yeah, whatever.
This is a lot of, let's see. Big time with Brenda and Jim on the 4th of July.
All right, so they come in right in the kind of in the middle of all this. But
I mean, that was
of course, at that point, Brad's over at his house, so kind of out of our hair a little bit. But anyway, Brenda and Jim came in. They probably are staying in a small bedroom at this point, if they're here, because I doubt if we've cleaned out your mom's room yet. Yeah.
Okay, I got my check off on PAL, so that was good. 3.5 months since the stroke. This is on the 13th of July. And me waking up more. I was pretty traumatized, all that going on.
Probably were.
Meetings with Jessica. I'm still seeing Jessica.
Mm-hmm. She tried to help with Brad and everything else.
27th wedding anniversary.
Okay.
26th of
July.
2016.
Did we do anything special?
I don't know, but I got 2 dozen yellow and purple roses.
No, probably just stayed home and looked at your roses.
Looks like Indiana reunion. Brad and I staying at the Holiday Inn. Had lunch at La Rosa, drove to Bright, went into the casino. Slow drive to Milan, down Chatham Ridge. Missed
you and Brad?
Yeah, we were probably going to the family reunion, okay. I guess.
Yeah.
Missed Aunt Carolyn's talk. I guess she gave a talk about the family. We hadn't gotten there yet because we were screwing around. Crowd down. Dana and Sarah pictures. Tiring weekend. Okay. Brad and weakness right hand. I don't know what that is.
I got a reunion this week.
It looks like I went to Indiana for John's reunion.
Okay, date? What's the date? August?
August the 5th.
I wonder if that's the second reunion. We had 2 in the span of 5 years. This must be the second. Does it say anything else about it?
Okay, school tour. I guess that's when we went.
Oh, yeah. I got a tour of my old high school, Clinton Prairie, and it was just really added on to David Larsh, who was the principal for several years, best friend in my class, and he gave the tour to about 10 of us, I think, 10, 12 of us. It was real nice, yeah.
drive past the, stopped at the graveyard
Yeah.
with a drive
My
past
mom
the
and dad.
farm.
Colfax and the Mulberry Jefferson farm. Yeah.
Had a great tenderloin.
Ooh, where did we get that at? Did it say?
No, didn't say.
Try to remember. I don't remember where we got that unless we got it. Didn't we meet some of the classmates in Frankfurt? And
We did do that. I don't
yeah.
have anything like that
Did
here.
you say anything about Goodwin Funeral Home? You and I went there, and I made plans with them for my burial at the Goodwin Funeral Home. During this trip, I remember, and I think we were driving the black Cadillac, the 2013 Cadillac. Yeah.
Okay, and then we returned home on the 7th of August, and we retired from the drive, and we got a little picture of John here when he was in high school.
Yeah.
Class of 1966.
66.
Clinton Prairie High School, class of 1966. Whoosh! What? Well, this has been a busy year.
I believe you can read this in the dark. Go ahead.
Call regarding long-term nursing home insurance.
Call. We called or they called?
I don't know.
But we got long-term care. I'll just make a note of it. We got it right before we got Shirley's Alzheimer's thing.
Diagnosis.
We're really glad we got that. We've got some long-term care that we can use. It's not full, but it's, 40, 50, 60, 70% maybe.
Setting up online banking. Okay. Must have gone to see Avita, high quality, beautiful stage. Must have liked that. Great voices. Must have liked that show at T-Back. Brad to Aldi. To Lebanon with John's fraternity. Impressive house. Lots of info regarding fraternity.
I must have taken you over there to drive around it. At a different time, I took John Mitchell over there, and him and I got a tour of it. Now, either that or, you and I went over for a thing, and we did go in.
Yeah, we went in the house.
Yeah. And that was in the evening, and it was a cocktail reception. I can't remember what else, but we went there, and that John guy from Nashville that I kind of know, he was my lawyer for a short time when we had raffles, and I can't think of his last name right now. I didn't particularly like him, but he was there and saw him for 5 minutes. He gave us, felt like he gave us, go ahead.
The 17th of September, we had dinner at the Palm.
Must be with chemicals.
Brian Wilson at the Ryman.
Okay, that was definitely Stephen Linda.
Yeah.
Well, or was it? Did we go to the Brian Wilson sounded like them I do, not Stephen Linda. So
yeah,
I think it was just you and I.
Yeah, I got terrific. So we must have a good time.
Yeah, I remember the show. Probably wasn't chemicals. I paid for it.
Oh, I'm bringing that up. It's more Brad and
Dallas
stuff. Okay, on October 13th through the 20th, we went to Ocean Motion at Gulf Shores.
Okay, so this is in the year your mom died. We took her there in early March. It was cool. And then you and I went back to Ocean Motion in October. It's interesting. So we weren't traveling out a lot in this few years, but we were going. So and we went to the beach.
Restful, I've got.
Dallas or
Probably
Destin.
need that. This sounds like this was a trying year. Okay, Brad.
That was just the two of us, I guess, on that trip. Go ahead.
Brad had some court date here in October.
I wonder what that's for. Is it for the theft? Is that deal with him and Dallas?
Must have been in jail for a while here.
I think what's the date on that? I think that's when Brad had the thing.
26th of October.
October, when him and Dallas got their big deal.
Okay, on November the 3rd, signed off on long-term health care.
No, November 3rd, 2016.
We'll have
Probably
to
got
remember that.
probably got an Alzheimer's thing a few months later. Ooh, skin of our teeth.
Okay. Okay, it looks like the house has been, on November 22nd. And this was when we started getting Brad's house ready for sale.
Okay.
He signed it over to me.
Let's back it up. So he signed it over to you on what's the date? November 22nd, you say?
Yes.
Okay, just to back up, we had spent like $40,000 remodeling it and getting it up to spec to where we could sell it. So we finally got him to sign it over to us. Okay.
Okay, then I don't have anything written down again until Christmas, December 25th. John, Jason, and I dinner at Morton's, and I got a nice text from Chris.
John, Jason, and I. Okay, so Brad must be somewhere else. Oh, he's in jail, I think. So we went to Morton's, and I remember that Morton's advertised they were open on Christmas, but they're high priced, and we did not get good service. And my steak was cold, and I don't know. I sent it back or what. But the point is, don't go to these high priced places on Christmas because they don't. Their staff's off. Their good chefs are off for Christmas Day, and they got, I think, the second line. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, that was it for 2016. Rough year.
Sounds like a hell of a year.
Your mother died, and Brad had his problems.